Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I am Florida Boy, and this is my EDC channel. Today, if you haven't noticed on the table here, I just got another package from Jackson Lee over at JLHawaii. And yeah, I am 100% super excited about this. So yeah, let's go ahead. I'm procrastinating again. Emisar D1 mini thrower in UV. Let's get into it. All right, so super excited about this. My camera can't figure out whether to focus here or focus here. So yeah, let's save the camera some struggle. So here we go, and make sure I'm gonna put links down to him in the description below. But make sure you stop by and check him out. That great guy, easy to talk to. I asked him questions about some stuff I did the other day, and he's super helpful, super nice. Actually, I also got a Wuben top shirt, which I'm super excited about. So maybe I'll show that off here at the end of the video. But here is your I'm so excited. The Emisar D1 mini thrower. But like I said, it is a UV. I don't know what my obsession with UV is lately. As you can see, well, maybe you don't know, but this is the sand color. And these run about 60 bucks on his website. Let me get everything out of the box here. There we go. That way I can just get the box out of the way. So these run about 60 bucks on his website, and I think that's totally fair price. He's got a video on there now of LuxWad doing a review of it, so you can go on there, you can check it out. This looks like this comes with a lanyard and some extra O-rings. Lanyard looks relatively nice. It's got some kind of plastic, looks like piece on the end. Here is our pocket clip. That's a big light to have a pocket clip. Looks like maybe some extra O-rings here. I'll put these look like these might have been supposed to have gone in here. So let me move that out of the way. And here is our Emisar. And you can see here we have that UV filter. Oh, look at that. We can even see kind of the recording equipment. All right, so this thing is, I can already tell I like it. I'm going to go ahead and just pocket clip it up. There we go. And that's actually a fairly dang deep carry with it being that far up. I'm actually going to move the clip, though, around to say right about chaw. In case I decide to put a little lanyard on there, I can fit my lanyard. All right, so let's see. Did I not? Is this tight? It is tight. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter too much where that piece is at. Let's see what we got here. We are just at just shy of 4.5 inches, and pre-battery we will be 3.6 ounces. And let's go ahead and throw a battery in here. Just going to use one of my little Samsung batteries. I'm pretty sure this was an 18650. Guess we'll know when I open it. Oh, wait. Hold on. He sent some papers. Let's see here. Yes, that one is the order form that has my name, social, name of my firstborn child. Before I get into all that, here is your Anduril 2. And this is what I'm kind of excited about, because this is a UV light running the Anduril software, but this is Anduril 2. Being that this is a UV light, I probably won't use a ton of the stuff that has. But you know, that might change. This is just me thinking out loud. Yes, I did double check. This is running on 18650 batteries. So happy day. I have one readily available. And doing this behind the camera because the camera's in an awkward spot. I'm trying not to like bump and bang everybody around. Okay. With battery, we are at 5.2. All right, there we go. Get this out of the way. And you can see the RGB button lighting up on there. All right. So let's push this pocket clip down a little bit so it holds its current trajectory. So how about we do some size comparisons. Here is the rolling the Olight. Come on now, Olight. The JLHawaii Mini. And then we'll do another orange boy, and we'll throw up the Warrior 3S. There you go. This is very, very comparable to the JLHawaii Mini. The only thing that's going to be majorly different is going to be that the bezel and the lens of this is much, much bigger. So, you know, a little bit different there. How about next to, we'll stay kind of around close to the same size for a couple seconds. We'll throw up the Baton 3 Pro Max. And that is pretty dang close when it comes to size. So we'll go ahead and move this one, and we'll throw up the Warrior Mini 2. There you go. You can see a little bit bigger than the Warrior Mini 2, but the Mini 2 is a little bit longer. So, I mean, this is a little bit thicker. He's a thick boy. So there you go. It's a good profile. I'll throw in just a couple more that are pretty even, not even, but pretty known. People who have lights or EDC lights are probably going to have an i5 somewhere. This is the UV model, but it is the same size. So if you got an i5, that tells you your size difference. I'll pick it up and hold it here in just a second and show you the profile a little bit better. And there is your Arcfeld. That's the UV model. I think I did a video on this already. Not quite as thick behind the edge or on the side. The magnet's pulling it over. So, God, stop hitting the camera. Jeez, I really got to fix this. So here you go in terms of size difference from the i5 to this light. You can see it is quite a bit bigger, just all the way around. Maybe not too crazy big in length, but yeah, you can kind of see what we're working with here. Big difference, big difference. But you know, it really depends on your use. You know, this is a UV light. This is also a thrower, which for me, I probably didn't need a thrower, but I didn't have a thrower. So yeah, so why wouldn't I want one? This is probably going to be something that really interests people who are out in the desert and want to watch out for scorpions or other critters, or people who, for lack of a better term, collect rocks. I can't. Geology? No. It's gotta work. Collecting rocks makes it sound so insignificant. It is not. That's not what I'm trying to do. I just can't remember what the name of it is. This UV lights will make certain rocks glow. Certain crystals, rocks, minerals. I'm trying not to be. I don't know what it's called, but that is something that a lot of people use UV lights for, is that nature. So let's talk a little bit more about this actual light itself. So we unscrew from the top and the bottom, and what we'll do is we'll start with the top. I didn't get a little note in here that said don't unscrew this one. Sometimes these lights and stuff come with them. There we go. Take that out. And here we go. We can see inside. Everything is super clean. No issues. Threads look perfect. I'm getting my fingerprints on the lens again now that I realize. Let's look inside of this. Let go. Let go. All of that looks good too. Everything looks great. Stop focusing on my hand. There we go. So all of this looks perfect. All right, so Sorry, I had to cut the video for a second. One of the dogs was at the door just crying, and I had to go make sure my fur baby was okay. So, let's talk about the light itself here a little bit while I give it a little twirly twirl. So, on this light, you have a couple things. One thing you probably notice is the RGB button, switch, clicky, whatever you want to call it. It's a lighted switch. It is RGB. You have a stainless steel bezel here around the edge, which is super nice. And you have I'm really happy with this pocket clip. The tension is really nice. It doesn't feel like it's going to bend out. It doesn't feel cheap, but it's not too much. Retention is good. Happy about that. And is removable, which is nice. And I'm going to venture to guess it's going to fit right here too. So you do have a tip up or tip down carry. Sorry if you're using pocket knife lingo, but that is the case with flashlights as well. You do have a spot for a lanyard here at the top. I will definitely use that. I like my lanyards. I like my beads. I don't care what you say. I like them. And that's what EDC is about, right? So next part right here, this tail cap. While looking insignificant and only like a battery door, it is not. It is magnetic. So, yeah. Magnetic. No, the Screwpop magnet is up here. So, this is also aluminum. You see how it's going to the stainless steel pocket clip. This is aluminum, so it's not going to stick. It will stick to the pocket clip. But you can see the Screwpop magnet is not that strong. But this magnet is sturdy. So very, very nice. The RGB button, there might be a way to turn it off. I do not know at this point in time. I will probably have to do some more research on that. I'm assuming since this comes with the Endural 2 that there is probably a way to change colors or flip this button off. We'll touch base on that again at some point. This is just like an unboxing overview, review, half review, all that good stuff. I'll just, whatever. So we've got a aluminum reflector that you cannot see because this does have the filter on it. That is a ZWB2 365 nanometer UV filter glass. Whew. Yeah, I know, but that's what it's called. I mean, this does have ramping, smooth ramping. It is a high lumen out. I mean, this has everything. It's waterproof, it's dustproof, it's IP67. I mean, it's got all the normal stuff that you would expect on a custom flashlight. So let's just go ahead and get there. This is a UV flashlight. So, I can sit here and spit facts, and then once I get to the point where I'm like, okay, we need to stop talking about facts. Let's start looking at the light. That's where I'm at now. If you have any more in-depth questions, just either, comments down below or reach out to Jackson Lee over at JLHawaii. Great. Like I said, great guy. Will answer any and all questions. Can't say enough about him. Enough good things, I guess I should say. So let's see here. Does it turn on with one click? It does. Okay. So making sure it wasn't in a lockout mode. So being that this is Endural 2, I'm going to venture to guess this does have a 4-button click lockout. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And yes. Okay, now it's flashing blue at me. So you can see when I click, there's nothing there. Then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can see that little tiny UV light down there. So, like I said, is a thrower. And just, I've got some other UV lights here with me. Just a couple. Just a few. All right, so we've got 4 UV lights here. So I guess you can already tell what's going to be in the beam shots. We're going to do 4 UV lights. I'm still trying to decide if I'm going to do any outside shots. I probably will on him because he's a thrower. Yeah, actually, yeah. So we'll do some outside beam shots. But let's do some inside beam shots. How about that? How about we let me grab something that lights up. Can you hear my rolly chair? All right. I've got my nice little light up toys. Sounded weird. It's not weird. All right. Let me cut some lights. Still may not be enough. Let's cut a little more. that could work. That could work. Is this video super dark? It looks super dark. I feel like it is. I wish I could just do... I just can't figure out the perfect light. Like, is that the perfect light? I don't... Is this light too much? That light may be too much. No, there's shadows. Oh God, I don't know. All right, let's get back to this. Let's cut all light. All right, that RGB button is so freaking cool. All right, so first, before we even touch base on these guys, let's do what we came here to do. All right, so we'll click and hold, and that should moonlight us. It does. Okay, I'm gonna click and hold again till. Okay, so moonlight. So with this UV filter on here, it's gonna be hard to tell, man, until it's just like bow right in your face. With a light that doesn't have a UV filter, like say the i5 UV, you get a lot more light because you don't have that filter on there stopping all the excess light. When you have that filter on here, it really blocks off all the visible light. And you just kind of get the UV. UV is not visible to begin with, so I know that's kind of redundant, but hopefully you understand what I'm saying. So we are going to press and hold to ramp up. Woo! And then you can see here, there's after it's ramped. We'll let it just glow for a second. And we can double click for turbo. Yeah, look at that thing. That is a thrower of a light. Holy gosh. All right. That's so freaking cool. So let's do this. Let's go the new light that everybody loves, the Arcfeld UV Blau. All right. So here's all I'm saying. Look at the difference in the lights. Oh God. Wish I could stop smacking that thing. So look at the difference in the lights, a different color. Is this ramped up? Here, I'll turn it all the way up. So there you go. There's the difference in the color. Now let's see if this explains it a little. So I'm going to shine the i5, or not the i5. I'm going to shine the Arcfeld on this guy right here with its UV. And then we'll do the Emisar. So Arcfeld UV. You see how bright it is and how it just kind of washes it out because the beam itself is so bright. Now I'm going to move it off to the side and we're going to do the Emisar. See what I'm saying? Arcfeld. You can see the white. The white's all around it. And if I just go to the Emisar, you just see green. And it's I'm telling you, these filters, they make quite a bit of a difference. i5 UV. Same deal. See? And yes, it is a thrower, so it does have a little bit. It's very, very spotty, but I know you can see what I'm saying. Like I shouldn't have to. I don't think I'm gonna have to just sit here and blah 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 blah. So here's your Arcfeld and here's your i5 UV, and there actually is a little bit of a difference in color there. i5 UV is definitely a little bit more neutral white, and you definitely get a lot more of a cool white with your Arcfeld. So let's bring out Mr. Darkbeam here. Mr. Darkbeam also has the UV filter. So we'll do the Arcfeld. This is your Darkbeam on the left, your Arcfeld on the right. Same deal. So here we go. Darkbeam, Arcfeld. Darkbeam, Arcfeld. I love doing comparisons like these because I know so many people are like, UV is a confusing thing, and I am by no means an expert. I like to do my research on things, so this is just things that I know. Partially know. I'm sure I'm missing a lot of facts. There we go. Here's your Emisar. You can see the spot is definitely very bright, and you've got that nice spill that goes around it that looks perfectly circular. So Emisar, Darkbeam. Emisar Dark Beam. This thing is a monster. Oh man, get some lighting back on here. Woo! Gonna go blind. Man, this is a freaking sweet light. Yes, sir. I'm 100% happy with this. Yeah, this thing is just a beast of a light. Especially a UV light, man. That's just crazy how bright that thing gets. Like I said, I'm gonna put the links in the description down below. These will not be affiliate links. If you go over and check him out, I do not get a commission. You're just, go over there and support him. He sells great things. He doesn't just sell crazy expensive lights. This is a $60 light. And this could be one of the only UV lights you ever need in your life. And the only reason why I say one of the only is because once you buy one, they're like tattoos. You're going to keep getting them. It's just like any other flashlight. Once you get a nice light, you're going to keep buying them. That's just nature of the beast. Welcome to the family. Flashaholic 101. All right. We're going to wrap this up. This is getting to be a little bit of a long review. I'm going to go outside, do some beam shots. So let's go outside, do some beam shots. We'll come back to the table. We'll say our goodbyes for today, and then we'll meet tomorrow when I post another video. So let's get it. All right. So let's get into a couple little beam shots here. So I have strategically placed a couple of little glow-in-the-dark markers out somewhere in this dark abyss. And they should be a little bit over out here to the left. And yeah, you're getting practically nothing with the Olight i5 UV. And just to show that they actually do exist, there is one out there on that little white bird feeder. And then a little bit farther out, there is one on that little table. The light I just used to light up the night is the F21 Pro. And yeah, just so we can actually see it here, I'm going to walk out to the abyss and we're going to glow them up. Don't mind me wearing my nice little gym shorts. So here is one, and here is number two. There we go. So they should have a little bit of a glow going on. I don't know if my mic reaches this far. Be interesting to know or find out if it does. I'll find out in post. So we'll see. Camera picking up those little, okay, yeah. So you can kind of see those little glowing bits. All right. So now to test this little guy right here, the UV thrower. So the i5 UV absolutely could not reach. So let's see if the thrower can reach. I can actually see it lighting them up. I don't know if the camera's picking it up or not. Turn up the intensity. There we go. Yeah, camera's not really reaching, but you can see down here in front of you, that is this Emisar UV light. So that's pretty crazy that we can actually pick it up out there on the ground with a UV light. Remember, UV light is not visible to the human eye, so it's a lot more visible in person. And you can see that those little UV bulbs are actually still glowing out there. So yeah, that's pretty dang cool. Let's take the camera with us. Let's see, we'll light it up on our way out here. So there's one on the raggedy little bird feeder. Sorry. Yard art. We've never heard that term before. And here is number two, way out here. And yeah, the Emisar reached both of them. So yeah, let's get back inside. Let's go cut this. All right. Let's wrap her up. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you, Jackson Lee over at JLHawaii, for selling me an awesome flashlight, man. I love it. I love every flashlight I get from you guys over there. So like I said, I paid for this. Just go over there, support him, check him out, ask him questions. He's awesome. Follow me on Instagram. Check him out on Instagram. He posts some awesome pictures of flashlights if you're a flashlight enthusiast. So thank you so much for being here. Hit the like button. I forgot my outro. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, and consider subscribing. I post pretty dang often. So thank you guys so much for being here. Catch you on the next one.